I'm Greg Stapleton, Senior Technical Service Representative for BASF here at the Agri-Center International in Memphis, Tennessee. We're here to bring the field to you and show you some very impressive broadleaf burn down weed control with Kixor herbicide technology. In just 2 burn down seasons, Kixor herbicide technology, encompassing the herbicides Sharpen, Verdict, and Optil, has been one of the primary choices for soybean and corn broadleaf burn down. While the major focus has been on glyphosate-resistant mare's tail, as the season progresses, with our late season double crop soybeans, many fields require a burn down to control our first flush of summer annuals like Palmer pigweed, morning glories, and giant ragweeds. And Verdict and Sharpen herbicides are very valuable tools, especially with the development of glyphosate-resistant Palmer amaranth. This is a trial we initiated to evaluate this late burn down and particularly evaluate Palmer amaranth control pre-plant. Soybeans were planted 3 days ago, and the burn down treatments have been out for 14 days. This is our untreated control, and you can see a very impressive population of Palmer amaranth and also various grasses and some oddball mare's tail. Moving across the plot, this is our Roundup alone treatment, and you can see our control. The pigweeds were the pigweeds or the Palmer amaranth at the time of application 14 days ago were 4 to 6 inches tall, with the majority of that population probably pushing more to the 6 inches. Obviously, the grasses were controlled by the Roundup. You can see the mare's tail in the plot that weren't controlled, so we did have a glyphosate-resistant stand of mare's tail in this plot. As we move further across, what has been the standard, particularly in soybeans throughout the years, has been Roundup and 2,4-D. Obviously, the 2,4-D didn't give us enough control to take out this resistant population. The Roundup provided its very limited control. In this situation, maybe we have about 50% control of the pigweed that were here, but then the 2,4-D just wasn't enough for this application this time. You'll see some random running checks through the plot as you go through, and you can see it's a very consistent population as we move through our treatments. I want to show you what we're here to talk about, and that's specifically the Kixor herbicide technology. Here we have Sharpen with glyphosate and our methylated seed oil and ammonium sulfate. You can see a very impressive picture where we sprayed the same size pigweed up to 6 inches tall, a pretty good healthy stand, and you can see our running check. Almost complete control 14 days after. Again, we just planted the soybeans about 3 days ago. We move over here to the next plot, and this is Verdict. Verdict, again, with Roundup or glyphosate, plus our methylated seed oil, and also our ammonium sulfate, provided almost complete control. Get you started clean, stay clean. Where we are today is that with Palmer amaranth throughout the South, we have very impressive populations. We have glyphosate resistance, and we're almost at the point that where we were about 5 years ago with mare's tail, is that if you've got Palmer pigweed in the field, you've got to assume that it's probably glyphosate resistant. The other part of that puzzle with weed resistance management, particularly pertaining to Palmer amaranth, is that it's not about controlling what's in the crop. It's controlling before you get in the crop, because we're very limited of our post-emerge chemistries that we have, particularly in soybeans. With that being said, we want to make sure that we start clean, and with these summer annuals, not only the mare's tail and all the other broadleaves that we see earlier in the season, but as we get later in the season, we have these flushes of our summer annuals. We have got to take care of them to start clean and then stay clean. With the Kixor herbicide technology, we can do that. Kixor herbicide technology products Verdict, Sharpen, and Optil. Fast, complete broadleaf burn down.